rapper and him, they all in the room together.
Yeah, I go to Daddy House studio and I'm fucking with Diddy and Q-Tip, and they was in there doing something.
It all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff and he's in the exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping. So when I went by there and I looked up there and it said butt plugs. And I was like, hey yo.
Any man who I know who did ecstasy for more than 4 years straight, they all have a trans girlfriend right now.
You won't believe what just went viral online. A video of hip-hop icon Busta Rhymes reacting to Diddy's male dancers shook the internet like an earthquake. Buster didn't just lose his cool. He lost everything. This man was caught slipping raw, unfiltered, and completely off guard, and his reaction was so wild that the internet is exploding and people are talking about it non-stop.
Section is so bad, like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us, but I know he was in the little group. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. No, he stayed with them. He stayed in there with them, bro.
The crowd may have been too preoccupied to notice, but the internet captured every blink and flinch, zooming in frame by frame as if it were a true crime buster. Normally, Buster is the cool-headed original, but when those dancers took the stage, everything changed. 1 second, he was chilling, and the next he was fidgeting like he was sitting on a hot seat. His face looked like he wanted to teleport out of there. This clip became an instant meme.
Just knowing about Busta Rhymes.
Well, I knew about this like in 2012. I knew about this in 2012.
How can we think nobody else speaks up on it or says anything?
Because, bro, these people admire these people so much. They want to make sure.
If he didn't say anything. But his face spoke louder than any microphone could ever hope to, and everyone noticed before the explosion came again.
Countless videos of Busta Rhymes getting mad at females for just being girls. This girl touched him one time, he go crazy, throw a drink on her and everything. See what I'm saying? Like, what? Why you getting mad at females? You go to these guys, they're in the club, go to their section. It's all men in the section.
The video quickly became widely popular. Memes went viral, old posts reappear, and his name began trending before the night was even over. Busta Rhymes had built his entire persona on being in control, confident and unflappable. But after that clip was released, fans began side-eyeing everything. And just when people thought he would just go quiet and let it go, he clapped back. Hard. It was messy, and that viral video didn't just trend it completely, turned his vibe on its head in a matter of seconds.
I hear somebody say, oh, he's cute, I want him. So when I heard that, I turned around like, man, did he just say that? You got all this jewelry to attract some men in here? You wild. Shocked me. But sure enough.
And that was the guy that Busta Rhymes pulled back?
He pulled him into the section. Pulled him into the section, and then they walled him off like this man. I'm like, damn. And that little dude was so happy, he couldn't believe that.
And rather than taking a break or contacting his team, Buster plunged headfirst into the chaos and lit it up on the way down. He didn't limit the damage. Instead, he went full-on on social media, tagging people, calling them out, and throwing serious shade like it was a sport. Fans were shocked, and celebrities were looking through their fingers asking, is this really happening?
Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, G, that's my cousin. He know me well, you know, and Puff was like, yo, G, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. And he was like, he just looked, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, You ain't want to go in that room because there's a lot of freaking going on.
The entire internet was engrossed in the drama, which was like the Super Bowl of meltdowns. Some people thought he was intoxicated, while others said he was emotional. Some even attempted to claim he was hacked, but this was an uncut bust. He began discussing loyalty, threatening to reveal secrets, and even bringing up long-dead rap beefs. His posts were going viral, and he was removing them as quickly as he could.
Josh said, you don't want to come up in there. A lot of freaky stuff is going on. You got to use your mind. What they was doing with those butt plugs.
The internet had already crowned Buster the king of the meltdown by the time he finally backed off and logged out. But his PR team must have been sweating frantically as he destroyed connections left and right throughout a clip that would have likely disappeared by next week. What began as an odd reaction turned into a full-blown PR nightmare. Memes, jokes, hashtags, and more fell on his reputation quickly, leaving fans devastated. Industry professionals muttering in the background and people asking aloud if Busta had destroyed legacy or if there was still hope for him to survive this conflagration. That whole family-friendly vibe has completely collapsed and isn't looking pretty at all. Busta's one squeaky clean image has taken a nosedive.
People like especially like a lot of sexual abuse survivors, man, they coming to me every day thanking me for speaking out about certain things, for protecting women and kids and stuff like that. You really like, this just my crusade I always been on, bro. You feel me? So like, I'm not really concerned about no detractors or what they have to say, because if you got a problem, come get up with me.
Between his social media posts, which are a veritable war zone. Devoted admirers are littering his comments with things like, "We thought you were better than this." The internet has gone full detective mode, unearthing previous interview screenshots and everything. As this is going on, the rest of the internet is watching as if it were the most popular drama on television. And some of as news spreads that Buster's brand is in danger. Businesses are fleeing the upheaval as if it were contagious, attempting to break off connections as soon as possible before the situation worsens. One by one, those sponsorships are disappearing and following suit. Even other rappers are tactfully retreating, avoiding close contact since no one wants to be discovered and exposed.
And a gentleman I used to work for, his name was David Arrington. He used to not work for, work with. He was security like me, big, strong, intimidating dude. On to find out, you know, he was double dipping. You feel me? He was getting hired as a sex worker, and when I got to the event, he was there. And
as a bodyguard, or
no, he was there as
he is trying to rise from the ashes. And whether he succeeds or fails is still up in the air. His team is frantically repairing the damage as if their jobs depended on it. But even though his rap is burning fast and everyone knows that the internet doesn't forgive and fame doesn't play fair, it's still possible that he will recover. Scandals keep coming up like a horrible game of whack-a-mole. Some people believe he should stand up to it, speak out, and perhaps even offer a sincere apology. But you never know with Buster. He moves differently. Meanwhile, memes are all over social media. Some claim it's time for Buster to return to the studio and remind everyone why he's a legend. But the main question is because of the constant roasts and jokes. Is it possible to block out all of this noise with music? Just when you think the dust will settle, another twist appears. Screenshots of claimed texts, behind-the-scenes conversations, and mysterious subtweets directed directly at Busta begin to surface. His inner circle may be the source of the leak, as some are now wondering.
I've seen a few people have like lions on leashes and stuff like that. You feel me? And then, you know, once they came out to collect everybody's phones, that's when I said, I'm going to the car, y'all got it. Because I seen the Diddy guy holding hands with two vampire-looking dudes, like they was off Twilight.
People who once supported him are now remaining silent or, worse, liking dubious posts. This betrays betrayal, and the streets are consuming it. Well, Busta's silence only makes things louder every day he stays. It feels like personal rumors are spreading quickly among former teammates, old friends, and even former co-workers. Why isn't he clearing this up? Many are asking as the rumors continue. To mount, additionally, every unresolved question only serves to stoke the flames. YouTubers are dissecting it all as if it were a full-length documentary series. And websites are savoring every update, while influencers are offering scorching takes, like clockwork. Even supporters who previously supported him are beginning to change their minds. Some claim they feel misled by the fact that the Booster they once idolized isn't the same person they're seeing now. And if that breaks, trust will be...
Like I said, celebrity world is Zesselmania, man. Period.
You gotta trademark that movie.
It's difficult to correct now that everyone is watching his every move as if it were the last one. One post, one statement, or one song could decide the outcome of the game or end his career. But then all of a sudden, a new name appears in the chat, making things even more chaotic. Rumor has it that an old industry heavyweight who has been at odds with Busta for years wants to the pot, and guess what? They're not denying it. Instead, they're saying just enough negative things to keep the rumors and the attention going. Sexy screenshots of subtle teasing as if every old grievance Busta ever had is reappearing like ghosts. Podcast clips of purported studio run-ins from the past are now going viral, now that they're all prepared to speak. Rumors of covert conflicts, diss tracks, and behind-the-scenes explosions that have never made headlines are circulating. It's becoming a whole rap soap opera, and people are watching it like it's their favorite show. While Busta has yet to make an official statement.
You want to walk with God or you want to be a roach, nigga?
That's some gay shit to say.
And I'm looking like,
that's some Frank
damn.
Lucas shit. Though.
I'm like, damn, why you do? I'm like, you gonna let him grab you like that? Because bro, he real touchy-feely, so that's how he discern if he gonna try to, if you let him touch you a little too much.
No.
Yeah.
And implore him to clarify the situation, and his rivals are dancing all over this moment. Some openly criticizing him, while others are just sitting back and watching his empire tremble. Isn't just about one viral moment anymore. It's beginning to feel like a reckoning for years of industry. The silence is beginning to look like guilt to some and strategy to others. But either way, it's risky. Fans are feeling burned, trust is shattered, and Busta's once perfect image is cracked wide open. Rebuilding from this mess won't be easy. And people are already speculating that this might be the end of the Busta we knew. But hey, the pressure is mounting, and with the internet reading every move, the next headline could either save Busta, name or finish him off for good. The game enjoys a good comeback story, and wilder comebacks have occurred in this crazy industry. Can he pull it off? Everyone is watching him, and in the world of fame, anything can happen. One move could change the entire plot or end it forever. So stay tuned, because this story is far from over and the whole Booster saga is becoming a full-fledged circus. Highlights the commotion and all, but know that it's not nearly finished. He has more cleanup to do than a politician caught slipping. And the streets are saying he will need to work much harder to win back even half of the crowd. However, in this game, today's catastrophe could become tomorrow's documentary. Whether we fade out or rise like a phoenix from the ashes, a headline today could become history tomorrow. This trip is just getting warmed up, so buckle on and don't blink. If you've been following us through all of this chaos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for the most recent twists. A trend from last summer. Press the share button to ensure that your team doesn't miss the drama. We'll see you here for the next wild update. I'll see you on the next.